Sadguru, I'm a Reiki grandmaster. I've been doing this for years. I don't go to doctors. I'm healthy. Um, I'm going to tell you something about Canada. I was out west, and a lot of those hospitals there, the emergency department, those women are trained in level level 3 Reiki. They're nurses. Now, this is ridiculous, Saga. You are not a spiritual teacher, unfortunately. Um, a teacher, the Buddha. Well, this is it. The school of Zen. One hand clapping. Uh, Zero meaning. There's no meaning in Zen, and it's from those traditions of Asia. Now, there's about 2 people on here that run down Reiki. She was a Reiki master during virtue. Can I tell you what I found? I was seeing all these courses on Udemy. They banned him on there. I didn't know that. I was looking at him. Now, there's many schools of yoga and philosophy and thought. I practice a lot of things, but I would never say Reiki's wrong. Reiki has its own inner essence of going to where what's needed. I took one course and I didn't agree with her. I use hand positions over my eyes. There's nothing wrong with that. Any part of her body will not do harm. But she was a British Reiki practitioner and she had these theories. I disagree with her. Most schools, nobody owns Reiki. It's universal life force energy. I have many schools. I practice Kundalini, Kruniki, different symbolisms, holy, not holy fire. I practice violet flame, angel Reiki, and we are just conduits. I've had such trouble with people coming to me. We don't want Reiki. We hear it's control. People on YouTube that say these things and make my business a difficult thing. It's like law enforcement officers aren't supposed to be. I had a young man come to me. I don't want Reiki because it's your intention. And here's the thing. He feels control. They are the control, the ones that are telling you how to do things. I'm not a controller. I give you choices. And Reiki is just an energy that I've been attuned to, like a radio, and I transmit. It does no harm, Sadhguru. It does no harm. I do it on water, I do it on crystals, I do it on everything. It's a universal life force energy. And does anybody hold the right? There's holy fire and there's Yeshua and all these schools. No, it's Reiki's Reiki. And I have 22 levels of Grandmaster, but doesn't mean you're not a good healer. You might have level 2. It's your intention and how you do it. There's no right or wrong in that. And you'll find I've had teeth pulled out. I can stop the blood. First thing Yeshua did was come down from the mountain and stop a woman from hemorrhaging. We have those abilities. And it's the power of the universe or God or whatever you want to call it. I know it's not ungodly. As Christians to practice Reiki. And That's just dogma. He made that school that it would have no dogmas. And what are we talking about? We got dogmas everywhere with this. Like there's not one particular way of meditation. It's breath, prana, different forms. Whatever works for you. You are your own guru. I keep on getting these cards in my oracle deck. Own guru. Everybody's their own guru now. We got to look it up online and see all these gurus here telling you how spiritual. Now, some are not too bad. If you just not get attached to the teacher and follow every point to the T, you might be all right. But we tend to get attached. I should generate with water, and I do Reiki on it. We get attached to things. Like I've had PTSD, and I got to clear all that compound PTSD. You know the thing about compound PTSD is buried away. Well, I started praying to remember, and it's strange. It's all coming back. It's the only way you can heal compound PTSD is surface it, bring it up, remember it, and write it down, and put intention to heal it. There's no other way. You know, we have to meet our devils with post-traumatic stress. Madam Lakata had Reiki hand positions of his third in the lineage of this system. But it's probably been around for thousands of years. But she figured out organ parts and where all that energy gets stuck in there of trauma or bad events. Let's talk about the Reiki precepts. Just for today, I shall not worry. And that means when you worry, you got all that energy. It's blocking that key, that Reiki energy that's already in you going through. When we worry, we block energy. So we will not worry. And then we try to be kind to people. A precept's like a practice. And you get a little bit better as you practice it. It's not like a prayer. You can't just pray and think it'll manifest. It manifests by repetition, like playing a piano. But it requires our fingers moving on the piano. So just for today, one principle, I shall not worry. If I told you that today, out of all the 5, try that. Work on that principle. I shall not worry. Hard, isn't it? It is, and I just said it. Ooh, that's wrong. Wrong speech. That's the other principle. Right speech. It's in Buddhism, right speech. See how they interplay and they work back and forth? So energy is something we have already, but he came out with this method because he was transmitting what we lost. And we can all have this power and learn Reiki systems. Now, is there one teacher? What one you find works for you? might be online. Nothing wrong with that. There's no school that tells you, well, there is it's in Victoria. It's got to be direct attunement. I do, because I'm in a school called International Reiki Organization. And they accept. So, you can't tell me I can't. I've had a lot of attunements. Distance, but they're attunements. Time and space is bridged by the one symbol. And that is the key to it. And when we do distance, we can do it quite well. And we can heal people in our lives and in the world and events and change our vibration. So, sounds like he's repressing what you already have. Channel. Allow the energy to flow. That sounds like repression, I'm afraid. Am I discrediting? You choose. You choose. I'm just pointing out to be truthful. I don't have to defend Reiki. I know Reiki is. Reiki does, and that's what it is. I don't defend it. There's no need to. I know. And that's the way we do things. Precepts, essence of who you are, of all that. And I don't know how he got kicked off that platform, but it's just thought it meant